Okay, so I have two Westinghouse 19-inch widescreen monitors. They're L1916HW is the model number. This is what they look like whole, and they are in good shape as far as aesthetics go. They look really good, and they've been working fantastic. They're like 5 years old, I think, but they're really good, clear monitors, and they both just went out. So this one went out a while back. I've been using some bigger TV screens as monitors for my computer, so my wife was using these, and they just both went out, one and then the other. So I opened this one up, and found out that the capacitors were going bad. This one, and then this one I've already taken out. I've already replaced these two. And then the other one is this one here, and you can see the top piece is kind of bulging there in the center with the X on it. It's bulging, and when they're bulging, that means that they're going out or completely toast. When they're flat like this, that means they're new, and you can see I've replaced these already. These are 220 35 volts, and this is 1000 at 10 volts. So 1000 UF, these are 220 UF, and these are the ones that went out. This one was good. This one, thank goodness, is good. This one's a big dude. That's 400 volts there. Don't want to mess with that one. So anyway, I'm going to finish replacing with this one here. They don't unfortunately have them in the narrow one that was originally in here. It's kind of a specialty thing. But I'm going to replace that 1000 with this one and hook it all up and see if it works. And I will show you that when I'm done. Okay, so real quickly, here's the housing for it back in. The boards are screwed back in here, and you flip it back over, and this is just basically held down in place with tape. It's not screwed in or anything because, of course, the screen's right in back of here. But I just kind of peeled back the tape and left it curled so that I could, you know, just put it right back over and stick it back down. So I lined it up, I believe it's pretty straight, as best as I could where it was at. And now all that's left to do is plug these back in, hook this up back to the housing here, and then we will see how it turns on and operates. Okay, so I've got the monitor hooked back in now to my wife's desk, and I'm going to turn it on. Aha! Yes, crystal clear. Alright, it's working great. That's my daughter, my youngest. So the monitor is working perfectly. I can try to set it back to factory settings as far as all the settings on there, just to see if it does anything different for color. But man, it's working. It's not flickering. Before, that sucker was flickering and I could hear a humming in the back, and now it's quiet as a mouse. So I'll get right back to you with the other one and show you something. Alright, so with this is the other one that I still need to take apart and repair. I'm going to pull off this back plate. Okay, and you take this off, then you take a screw down here out, and a screw down here, and then one over here, and then you got to pop all these tabs along the edges to pull the casing off. But that housing inside has 4 holes, and what you want to make sure is when you put it back and you put the tape down, before you push the lid down and pop it back on, that the holes here line up with the holes in that housing. Because I had to pop mine back open on the other one because it was just slightly off on this side. These two were pretty much on, but the other side needed to come down just slightly. So before you screw it back on, make sure that those holes are lining up with these before you pop this casing back on, because it's a pain in the rear to get off. So that would be it. But I'm going to repair this one next, and that was simple. It all cost me roughly $10 to repair both monitors. If you only had one monitor, it'd probably be like $5, honestly, $5-6 to repair, and it's simple. Okay, so just to show you, I got the second monitor taken apart here. And this is the housing once I pull up all the tape that holds it down. And I kind of marked on there with pencil some lines where I should be when I put it back. This is what it looks like. So I'll take out these screws and then flip it over, and that's where the capacitors will be, and we'll check out and see which ones are blown. Okay, so here's a second power board, and these are the original 220 capacitors, and the 1000. This one again is good. This 1000 is actually good. This is a good one. So it's the two 220s that are toast in this one, and I happen to have two more 220s from Radio Shack, and then I got an extra 1000 just in case this one had the same capacitors blown. But considering Radio Shack is hard to get this stuff from because they can't guarantee they have in stock, I go to another location that I found. It's a local business that just has a ton of electronic stuff, so I'm stoked about that. So I'm going to replace these two capacitors with this one and this one, and then I'll put everything back together and hook it up, and we'll see what happens. Okay, just to show you, I've got these two capacitors in. I've soldered them on. Now I'm just going to clip off the long prongs. You can see I've got the two new capacitors in there. So I'm just going to clip these off, put it all back together, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is monitor number 2 test. Plugged it in. Oh, look at that. Oh, again, this one was completely done, which was odd because the other one was still working and had 3 capacitors that were dead, and this one only had 2 that were dead. But this one wouldn't work at all. I couldn't get anything to come on. So now we have both monitors working. That's one there and 2 there. So that one's working. That's the one I repaired first, and then this is the one I just repaired now. So now I have 2 working monitors again that should last many years. I hope this helps you guys. Instead of tossing, a $200 monitor, you look at, taking, 20-30 minutes to repair one for about $5. Thanks for watching.